Welcome back to the Double Knotted Podcast, a sneakers podcast for the average consumer. I'm your host, Kyle Enriquez. I'm always joined by my guys, my co-host, Anthony Torres.
What's up? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, man. It's been a minute.
I know it's been a minute. We took a week off last week, but we actually didn't.
Stop.
What do you mean?
We didn't take a week off.
Well, I said, but we actually didn't. I was getting into it. Already, ready to go, whatever,
Now everyone's
knock me
excited.
down.
Everyone's excited
Got
today.
that pent
Tried
up
to-
energy.
You tried to lie to them.
You said what?
You tried to lie to them.
I didn't. I would never.
And then I'm hearing your voice twice, so it's like,
It's hard, right?
no, it's not that it's hard. It's
It's
just like,
annoying.
no. It's like now, like I really hear you.
Yeah.
So like there be sometimes it just go, you.
Yeah. No, I understand that.
But now I hear you.
It's a little like more difficult though, right, to gauge the conversation.
No.
All right. You know what?
So if you're watching the visual, Tim has audio today in his ear, so he can actually hear all three of us. Which I feel like now we're in Tim's head a little bit.
Oh yeah.
Really in his head.
It's like in basketball, when he's like,
I
yeah.
used to get under your skin, bro.
When?
When we used to hoop.
Yeah. Yeah. I've made a what's the word? Not a pledge, not a prayer, a promise to myself.
Mm-hmm.
Not playing basketball with Tim again.
Why is
It's
that?
not happening.
Together or against each other?
I know a friend of his described him in a very accurate way.
Okay.
He's already just laughing over you. Because, Tim, he's very opinionated. He would have shot me down if I was incorrect, and he hasn't. Just let
Okay.
that sink in.
Okay.
His friend said, you're like Jordan Poole because you play with no thought. And that couldn't be more accurate.
But I'm still a bucket.
You know,
See?
Okay.
Torres couldn't even dispute that.
it doesn't matter because I've deleted all the memories from my head.
Mhm.
Okay. Deleted it all. Because I'm the kind of, I need it to make sense. If I do like a between, like how is your body gonna shift? Now if you're not playing defense, then like the movements are weird. I'm not reading things correctly. If there's a screen, are you gonna roll? You're gonna pop. He's popping every time. We already know that.
Okay. But shoot or shoot though.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm sorry. I don't even think you introduced him.
Oh
I'm
no,
so
man.
sorry.
They
I'm so
know the
sorry.
people's champ, but I gotta reintroduce him. Timo, what's up, my guy?
AKA Jordan Poole. What's good?
Jordan Poole.
Oh man, yo, I missed you guys, man. It's been a hot minute.
That's a fact.
Well, actually, I just saw you the other day.
I saw Torres pulled up to the crib the
Yeah.
other day, and we did a really big exchange.
Yeah.
I think it was what 17, 16 pairs,
14. It was 14.
14.
14. Was it? Was it 7? It wasn't 16. I think it was 14.
It was about 14. 14
was
plus. Let's do 14 plus.
14 plus. 14,
14 plus. You know, I called Torres and I said, Torres, I got some inventory I need to move. He said, yo, you're going to be home? And I'm like, I'll be home in 15. He pulls up right at the dot, loaded up his car, and then, the rest was history.
Can we get the list of shoes that were included in this haul?
It was a lot of different stuff. To me, very good everyday wears.
Hmm.
I already worked out. I'm an Orange Theory warrior. I worked out in the Hoka, the blush Hoka.
Yes.
Love that.
Clifton Nines.
You know what? It was a little weird at first. You already know. I love the way you walk. I've
Mhm.
said this this guy walks amazing. He floats. If you ever buy a shoe from him, just look at the bottom. There's gonna be no wear on them.
I bought a shoe from Kyle.
Was it used?
Yeah.
Could you tell it was used?
No.
See that? This guy floats. I don't know how. But with the Hokas, they're so soft and cushiony.
Yeah.
It already adapted to your foot.
Hmm.
So the first couple hours wearing that, I wore them casually, like around running errands.
Hmm.
It was a little weird.
Hmm.
But then once I applied that pressure, like the workout, started adjusting my foot, and I was like, hell yeah.
Nice. I'm very proud. I'm very,
Yeah.
very proud to hear that.
Yeah.
Funny. I don't know.
Yeah.
What is it?
Yeah, let's see what else we had there. We had a couple pairs.
Couple Sauconys, Endorphin Pros.
Yeah, we had some Endorphin Pros in there. Some really good workout shoes because Torres is on his fitness journey right now.
Yeah, I know. This is the baggy shirt, but I'm a sort of what's that word? Ripped.
Yeah, you're a little cut up. You're
Yeah,
getting a
I'm
little
not.
cut up.
I'm still a chicken cutlet. It's whatever. We're getting there. We're getting there. I'm not a lean meat yet. You know.
Oh man.
Yo.
But yeah, no, I missed you guys. Like for real. I was sick the past 2 weeks. Had this weird chest congestion, and I was just coughing everywhere. And I was telling him, I was just like, yo, I don't want y'all gonna get sick first and foremost, and I don't want y'all to hear me coughing on these mics the whole time.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Torres will say probably a joke, and then Tim gonna be saying something back at him. I'm just gonna be coughing the whole time. Y'all wouldn't even be able to hear me and shit. So
Call him Dracula. He's in the coffin.
wow. Wow. Tim's enough. I had enough of
Take
this.
these off. What does that even mean?
I don't know. I was just trying. You gotta experiment things. But I'm not gonna lie. That sort of, I don't want to call it a break. That mishap
Mm-hmm.
You know, angel in disguise.
Angel in
You
disguise.
know, started a new job, getting a little overwhelming. I'm starting to get, my feet under me again.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, needed that little inhaler break.
Mm-hmm.
Got some oxygen again. And now we're good, ready to go.
That's good, man. I'm
You
proud.
know? Thanks, man. I appreciate it.
I'm proud of you, Torres.
Appreciate
He's
it.
a big boy now.
Nah, that episode last week was so funny.
It was it had highs and lows, We definitely kept ourselves honest. Lots of talking points.
A lot of talking points. Can you
Yeah.
give me like not like don't go in depth, but then like what was it primarily? The lost episode, the lost tapes.
The
Last
lost tapes.
episode, we talked about how SneakerCon sucks now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
We
Well,
talked.
honestly, if you
about-
want to know what we talked about, just read the description of the Complex Sneaker Podcast.
yeah, it
That's
was pretty
exactly
much
what we
right
talked
on
about. I don't know how that
line. It
happened,
was
but
pretty much right on line.
literally exactly what we
Yeah.
talked about.
Wild.
Yeah,
And I think we recorded before them too.
we did.
Yep.
We did have a little more of a comedic spin, if you if you will.
Yeah.
But,
Call it comedic.
a little comedic, little ha ha he he.
Yeah, no, but what's it called the lost tapes? We'll put that one in the vault.
I have a. I
It's more of
know.
a monologue, if anything, though.
Yeah. Yeah. How so? How do you think?
What do you mean?
A monologue.
No, like it's
like-
just you. Like you can't hear me on the audio.
Oh well, yeah, that was the issue that we had. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then
You know?
and then we recorded it. Sorry to throw you on the bus. I recorded in slow motion.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You heard that one correctly. So we both messed up. All right?
Oh my goodness. No, but
Bro, he just goes up to the camera. He just goes, nah. And I'm like, bro, what?
oh my god, yo. But I'm glad to be back in the studio. We got some wall art now.
Do have some wall art.
We do have some wall art.
Shout out JOG.
Shout out Tim, courtesy of Tim.
Shout out to Tim,
Donated
man.
it to the studio
Yeah, it was meant to be. For
out
my
here in
apartment
Calabasas.
soon, but
You meant to be what?
I said it was gonna be for my apartment eventually, but
Life flex. This guy's got money.
that's
Guy's
not
got money.
true.
This guy's got money, man.
That's literally not true.
He walks into District 1 and they're just like, guys, he's here. He's here.
Close the door.
That's not happening.
Close the door. Yeah, close the doors. Everybody out. Everybody
It's not
out.
happening anymore because they don't do trades for new shoes. So.
They do not.
Are you guys ready to like dive into like some talks?
Of course.
So on my walk to my car today, it sort of hit me, right?
Mhm.
Because I do have this sort of like, I guess self-conscious. I would call it an insecurity, right? Because I think right now, why are you laughing already? I'm being
Sorry, I'm
vulnerable.
not. I wasn't
I'm
laughing.
being vulnerable on the podcast over here. This guy's
No,
laughing.
There was something. There was something in my throat. Pause.
Hey yo!
Hey, yo.
Oh my god!
Go continue, Torres. Go ahead. Continue. Go ahead.
So I remember previously during round 1, right, when it was just me and you, we had the podcast. Like
Mhm.
I was very heavily into shoes. Like almost every release I knew about, dare I say, tried to get because money was so liquid at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Now I'm a little older, have phone bills and rent, and dumb stuff like that. So like I'm more pulled away from what's happening
Okay.
in sneakers, but like I've always viewed it as like that's not a good thing because like if I'm a person of, I know this is not the case, but like a person of influence, as like, you know what I mean? Yeah, that's laughing worthy. But I feel like there's a caliber of knowledge that we have to hold ourselves to in terms of where sneakers are.
Mm-hmm.
But like, going back to the ethos of this podcast being for the average consumer,
Mm-hmm.
I actually do think where I'm at right now is pretty good because it's like a mixture of like somewhat older knowledge into this newer way of doing things and thinking. Do you understand what I'm trying to say
So
here?
you're an old head.
I'm not though. I'm not. Like, one of the co-hosts is. I don't know which one, but
Looking at me right here.
I just think there's definitely levels to it, because like you remember certain things. I think I'm at the point where I can remember and reminisce, which is really cool.
Mhm.
I think that's a really cool thing. But yeah, like I don't know. Any
Do,
thoughts
do you
on that
do you
statement?
feel that like you just can now give some type of wisdom to somebody that's trying to get into shoes?
But
Like that's how I feel like you're trying to like explain it, and like
I
you
would
feel
s-
that you're like aging in the game a little bit.
maybe, but like that's also a weird area because I know. Like I talk sort of from that heyday, that prime where I was in it the most, and like there was such a stigma of like that old head that hates shoes, like the goat, the greatest person in sneakers ever to me, Russ Bankston. Like where he is now, he just hates everything
Yeah.
with like justifiable cause. But like,
TJ's the same way.
Who?
Clark Kent.
Clark-
He's like, it's all right.
don't get me started on that conversation. Okay? Don't get me started on that conversation. Don't get me started on that conversation.
But now I judge shoes based off whether or not they can be worn on Easter.
Bro, that's still like.
Tim's firing today, man.
See,
He
like
came
this is the
firing
kind of
today.
thing. Like, you know what? Like, am I an old head? Because I hear that and I know exactly what you're talking about, and I'm just like, this is stupid.
Mhm.
This is so stupid. And like, I don't know. Like, what the? That whole panel was crazy. We're gonna talk about. What do you mean? Like, top shoes of the Easter? What? What? I'm sorry if that was loud for anybody listening, but
It was loud.
yeah, I know, right? You yelled at me yesterday. Yeah, yesterday. Gosh, last episode. And I was like, yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It's just things are weird, and then like seeing like lenses change and perspectives shift. It's like it's new to me. I'm still a young guy, and it's like it's interesting to pay attention to.
Yeah. No, that's actually funny that you mentioned that. Because I have to give you your flowers, bro. That second pair of Bred Force, I'm selling. Because, like, why do I need 3?
Well, I mean, I knew this
Yeah. So I
months
was
ago.
like,
I knew exactly like
I mean, at least it's worth something. But
true.
oh, that was another thing we talked about on the last episode. I have a beef with you. Why do you have 4 pairs of Bred Force?
All right.
Well-
Little update. Little
well-
update.
Ask him how many he has now.
We have none. Because you know what, guys? They're hotcakes in the streets. They are like hotcakes in the streets. Everybody's asking for them.
Yeah.
So got to give what the people want, and plus, I got to feed my pockets. So
I
Fair
think
enough.
that's the perfect trunk shoe, right? What I mean by this, there's certain
open the
shoes
trunk.
you just
Mhm.
open the trunk and just
And you're going
like,
to make a profit.
like magnets. Money's coming in. I got 240, 250, 260.
mhm.
Which is not a sign of a good shoe, in my opinion. But like, there's a lot of like, you know what I mean, like a Concord 11 trunk shoe, Bread 11 trunk shoe,
yeah.
Leather Bread 4
Mhm.
trunk shoe, Thunder 4 trunk shoe, Lightning 4. Pretty much any 4.
4 and 11.
Yeah, 4 and 11. Really? Yeah.
I had this story to tell you guys about the bread for.
Uh-oh.
I'm not gonna lie. When I got the package in for the first pair that I got, I looked at the shoe and I said, "Damn, Tim was right. This is a nice shoe."
It is a nice shoe.
No, it is a nice shoe. But one thing that I saw on social media was people were flaming people for wearing these shoes and like everyone having it. But like, why are you complaining about like everyone having a certain shoe if they made it for the masses?
Yeah.
And like, are you just kind of just like wanting it to be a you thing? You know what I mean? Like only a select group of people have it. Like I get it, like we want shoes to be exclusive, we want this and that, but we're also complaining that we want shoes more available.
Yeah, I think people need to just stop trying to be so cool.
But also, it comes down to the persona of a sneaker collector is synonymous with someone who is never happy. Whatever happens, you're just not happy. Too many pairs, too little pairs. I got too many, I got too little. It's hard to get, too easy to get. You know what I mean? Like, that's just, to me, that's the reality of it.
Okay.
I
I agree with that statement
Because,
actually.
like, if that's the shoe I wanted, that's exactly what I would have said. They didn't make enough pairs. It wasn't easy to get. It wasn't accessible to the public, But, like, that was, I think, there's a certain level, though, in, like, every sneaker collector, sneaker head, sneaker enthusiast mind. Like, to me, it's a death sentence if I walk in a store, and you have the same shoes on as me. I don't like that.
What if it was like
The last time it happened to me was at Finish Line. I was in 10th grade, South Beach Nines.
what if it was
I walked
like
to the
what if it was like a Joe Freshgood 992?
Yeah. I would
Really?
present myself like, no way, bro. We have the same taste. This is so cool. Goat, picture, tossing that one up.
That's so crazy.
Real that's wild, Torres.
But like, I don't know. Just because like where like sneakers are right now. Like, if I see the shoe and I see someone wearing it on TikTok, like this
Oh,
is
yeah,
I
for
sound like an
sure.
old head.
Mm-hmm.
For
But
sure.
like it's just a turn off. Like if you wear the same shoe as me, this is very different.
Yeah.
Kind of talk. If Brendan Dunn wears the same shoe as me, very different.
Fair
He
enough.
might feel that type of way towards me. But like, you know what I mean? Like a respectable person, yeah.
Mhm.
Which sounds horrendous. I'm not saying I don't respect you if you don't know about shoes, but like, it does come down to like, do you care about what you're wearing? Which I'd feel 95% of the time you don't.
I agree.
You know.
Especially like as I'm older, I used to like when I was like maybe like 20 in my 20s, like I was very like, yo, I gotta have this pair. Like I felt like it's always a competition to have it, and like to try to get it early or try to like,
But it is.
but then like it was a competition that I thought in my head with other people, but then probably clearly they just didn't really give a shit. But it was
Mm,
just in my own head that I was just like, yo, I got this pair. I know no one got it. But then I understand that sneakers, some people view it as a competition. But then as I got older, I'm just like, look, it's just me versus me.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah,
it's my money, it's how I spend my money, and like how I use the sneakers is, to my own like gain. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
So I don't know. It's just weird, like seeing the shift on like from my 20s to now 30s and like how I view sneakers. It's weird.
for sure. And I feel like that segues into like our conversation today. Like your collection at the moment, what does it like comprise of? What are you going after? I guess Kyle should start because you were already speaking.
Okay. It's funny because Torres came to the crib. I'll backpack when he came over. I have like only legit like two racks, so it's like a kind of like one, two, like one, two, three, and four. Only two of them are filled. The bottom two are empty. So like the top two pairs are like racks. They can only hold 15 like sneakers.
Wait, wait. So how many pairs of sneakers do you have right now?
So casually wear is like 36 when I last counted. But in game running shoes, I have about 25 plus pairs.
Okay,
So I've downsized a lot.
interesting.
How many did you have at your peak
At peak,
quantity wise?
quantity wise, about 350. That was the most I had.
No easy.
350.
350.
350, no easy.
350 no Yeezys, man.
God, you're so funny.
I'm not gonna lie, that beats me. I didn't think you were gonna beat me.
350, yeah.
My peak, I was 270.
Whew.
What the hell did you have 350 shoes for?
Why did
Why
I
did
have
you have 207?
Why'd you have 270 though?
I was selling them.
Well, the thing is this. I'll keep it a buck. I'll keep it a buck.
Like with that 350, like did you wear every single one of those
I
shoes?
wore every single one.
That's crazy.
I wore every single one.
Same.
And like the thing too is this, when I got my first full-time job, I legit never saw money like that before, and I was just like, yo, let's go buy a shoe every 2 weeks. And then that's what happened.
That's kind of nuts.
Yeah. Yeah, no, I've been there. I mean, when you work at Foot Locker and you just do the
Have
stuff
the
that we
access,
did,
yeah.
Hmm.
the amount of just money that you were making, and I know for me, I didn't even realize it. I was buying $1,000, $2,000 shoes like every other week.
Hmm.
2,000 is crazy. It was like $1,000, but like
Yeah.
this was like a couple years ago, so I hate saying, but like I was young and like didn't even realize like this is $1,000 in weekly income I'm getting, and I'm just buying shoes with it.
Hmm.
That's not good.
There's nothing wrong with that.
I mean, I could have like
Done
done a
something
lot
better,
of
but
stuff.
who cares? There's nothing wrong with that.
No regrets.
Yeah.
No regrets at
Oh,
all.
no
Now,
regrets at all.
don't let me like. I'm not the best person to give financial advice. Let me preface that. But if you like a shoe, buy it, no matter how expensive it is.
Hmm.
I think that's great advice.
It is.
Mhm.
Like amazing advice. Sincerely. Because I remember too when people used to ask me like, how do you get a collection like that?
Yes.
Step
you
one
literally
is
just
you
can't
gotta
care.
no you gotta buy it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
You know.
that's crazy that you've gone from 350 to pretty much like roughly 60.
Yeah. You know what's crazy to think about though? And I'll keep it a buck. I enjoy my collection now at 60 plus pairs than I did at 370. Granted, like at 300 plus pairs, I, had a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
Like a lot of heat that a lot of people would go crazy for. I don't want to sit here and brag about it, but at one point, we had the off-white Chicagos, we had the off-white UNCs, we had the off-white Prestos. We had a lot of stuff.
I don't want to sit here and brag about it, but we had the off-white Chicago.
No, we had
He
no,
doesn't
no,
wanna
but
brag
seriously, like
about
we
it.
had a lot of stuff that people
Como
wanted.
se dice light flex.
Yes, we had a lot of stuff that people really wanted.
Mhm.
And like The thing though is that like those stuff is cool, but then they just sat in the box. And like I want to use my shoes now. You know what I'm saying? Like
Okay.
I feel that the 60 pairs that I have, I love each one of them and like I'm excited to wear them. And then like also like the fact of the matter is like in the morning, it gets overwhelming like just trying to
Yeah.
pick what you want to wear.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So,
I do think there's a bell curve to the truly enlightened sneakerhead because, like, I know for me, and I feel like it does happen to other people where, like, you first get in and, like, you sort of want to prove to yourself that you like a shoe by purchasing it, right? And then eventually gets to the point where you look at your collection, like, why the hell do I have 200 plus pairs?
mhm.
Now you start scaling back. And then once you learn that skill of, wow, this is a really cool shoe, put it back, walk away. I think, no, that's like a genuine ass skill that I had to learn.
Mhm.
Because, like, there would be shoes that I would like, and I didn't want to buy it, but I'm like, Aunt, you like the shoe, just get it. And I'm just like, I don't want it, but then I had to, because, like,
Mhm.
sort of to prove to myself, like, nah, Aunt, like you like this shoe.
So
That
how many
never
pairs?
happened to you,
I mean, of course.
you know?
Yeah, like I have 12 pairs. No, we went over this. I think I have like 10 pairs of Air Max ones, and I don't need all of them. So like, still like the skill is being learned for me.
It's funny, after you said that, I counted how many Air Max ones I had, but, like, there's not one pair that I would ever think about selling. Like,
Okay,
those are all strong Air Max
fair
ones,
enough.
you know?
Fair enough.
Mhm.
How many pairs are you at now?
Of Air Max ones?
No, in general.
Shoes, like 130 something
Okay. And what's the breakdown?
in terms of brands.
Brands. Yeah.
I would say if you were to put it into like big categories, like a pie chart sort of, there'd be
Mhm.
Nike basketball,
Okay.
Dunk slash SBs, New Balance. Like that's definitely the bulk of it.
Okay.
But then there's, a ton of other brands in there too. Anta, Asics, Saucony,
Mhm.
you know.
No,
Yeah,
what
those
about
are.
you, Kyle?
I think for the most part it's New Balance,
Yeah.
and then Asics of course, and then I'd say Solomon is another. This is the third brand in my collection, and then I have like other brands too in there. I only have I think I'm trying to think in my head. I probably have only 4 pairs of Nike sneakers
What
in my
about Jordan?
collection. Jordan,
Yeah.
Jordan, two pairs.
Which are?
The black toe Union ones,
Okay.
and then the white ones, the white pair.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah, and then
Little white ones.
The one with the wove.
the woven pair.
Oh yes, yes,
Yeah,
yes, yes, yes. I still need that. Need that one.
it's a good pair.
There's a 10.5 at District 1 for 160 brand new.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll get that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do
alright.
it.
Next time I'm in the vicinity.
We out.
Next
Saturday?
Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
There's no way. Like, if I'm going to the city every week, I'm not going on a weekend.
That's crazy.
It's.
No, that is true.
You'll catch me there.
No, I feel that.
Well, you live closer.
Yeah, maybe like.
We also discussed this, the whole city traveling thing last week.
Oh yeah, no, I can only imagine like commuting wise
Because
and
he
everything.
doesn't believe that, like, if I go to the city, the day's shot. I don't care if I'm there for 15 minutes. The day is shot.
Really,
It's
because
an hour 45 there, hour 45 back.
Do you feel the same way, Kyle? Because you're only like 15 minutes from him.
you know what it is, yo? I don't feel shot because there's some times when so totally sidebar. Like I'd go into the city to go pick something up at a store, then come back home. I feel like it's just part of my day,
That's nuts.
to be honest. But I also,
That's like 5 hours.
but also I've been commuting my whole life. Like in college, like I commuted as well, so I'm so used to commuting.
But if you're picking something up from the store in the city, that's a 5 hour trip.
No.
Take the
Not
train out
really.
there, take a subway to get there, take a subway
You
back.
could knock it out in 3 hours. for
Like
me.
3-4 hours.
For you, 4 hours.
For
I would say.
you.
3 hours?
Yeah, if
Well,
you're really
Impossible.
efficient.
Well, I make it into a mission though. You know what I
Where
mean?
am I getting a bagel at Penn Station?
What?
That's the only thing I'm doing in 3 hours. If I need to step outside, like, you tack on some time.
No. So how long is your train? It's like 70 minutes.
77. 77 to 81,
Okay.
give or take.
70, let's say 80 times 2, 360. Why did I say that? 160.
Yeah. All right, get back to me. See that? Yeah.
Oh, maybe.
He's
Yeah.
mathing right now. He's mathing.
You know what I mean?
Maybe it's like 3 hours, 30
It
minutes.
gets tiring.
I think you'll just get used to it, Torres. To be honest, you'll get used to the
I don't
commute.
think I mean, he won't because he only does
Well,
it
for the
one
first
day.
time today at work, I got out of the train, I went to the subway, got in the subway, got off, went to work, like just like that. I read the uptown downtown. I didn't go the wrong way at all. Usually, there's at least 20 minutes of mistakes that I have to account for per trip.
Mm-hmm.
None of that today.
Good.
Yeah,
I am so freaking proud of you.
bro. I'm proud of myself too.
I'm
not
proud
gonna
of
lie.
you.
Thanks, man. I appreciate it. It was big. For anyone listening, it says uptown and downtown. Just in case anyone didn't
For the
know.
subway.
The
He's
subway.
referring to the subway.
And Torres doesn't know how to read that.
I do know. Because it says it on my phone. Uptown to usually something square. And it'll say it on the sign. Just gotta match it up.
I do have a question because you both commute into the city. You guys both work in the city.
Yeah.
Would you guys consider getting an apartment in the city to make it easier for you guys,
No.
commuting wise?
What? Why'd you say no so quickly?
I love my car.
Yeah, but doesn't mean you need to be like in the city. You could be in like the fake city, in like Brooklyn.
Queens.
Yeah, but I love my car.
Yeah, you can park your car.
Yeah, but it's like anytime I drive my car somewhere, it's just a headache. Like versus like hopping on Sunrise, hopping on LIE, playing unnecessarily loud music, weaving in and out. Like it's just
But you can do that in the city too.
yeah, but then it's like real. Like
What do you mean?
real.
It's real.
I feel cool when I do it out here. I feel like I'm part of a gang when I do it over there. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like I should be driving like a shiesty on or something like that.
Oh my lord.
But over here, I'm just chilling. You know. You ever listen to Ashton Martin music, the song?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
how I feel when I'm driving in Long Island.
Oh my god.
Ashton Martin music. That's how I feel, just like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
This guy's hilarious.
Just
Okay.
saying.
No, I just wanted to ask the question because I was thinking about it the other day. I was just like, I could low key see Tim and Torres in an apartment in Queens, chilling.
Nah, I'll go out to like Nassau, like deep Nassau.
Okay.
That's really about it.
What's
Yeah.
the point then?
What do you mean?
Like, what's the point?
What's the point of what?
Like, of moving to Nassau?
To just move?
To just move. Oh, yeah. So
Yeah.
there's no point. Okay.
Back to
Well-
sneakers.
No, I need to. Yeah. Okay. My bad. That's on me. I don't know where to go from here.
Well,
Uh,
well, talking about.
No, I'm sorry. I have something to talk about.
Go ahead.
So
Torres.
one more
About your
little,
collection, but
one more
okay,
little
go
office
ahead.
topic, right?
Go ahead.
So you know when you're at your desk, you're on the computer, you just naturally do things,
Nope.
whatever, right? It just happens.
I don't work.
Say you're tapping your
Actually,
pen,
I didn't say that. Sorry.
a little leg shake, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just like whimsically playing with my feet, you know.
Oh, someone was playing footsie with you?
Hey
No.
yo.
No, I would do it myself all the time, but so like my right foot, I'm just like swaying back and forth, and I feel like a cord on the ground, and like it's just like just a thing to do. So after like 2 hours, I look at this cord. There's no cord, and I'm like, what the heck? So I keep on doing it. I'm like, I still feel it. Don't see anything. I'm looking, don't see anything. Then I'm like, no, there's no way. My shoe started separating.
What shoe is it?
What?
And when I say the shoe, like, it's not that old. It shouldn't be separating. And I had a little panic attack.
Oh my god. What shoe is it, Torres?
Bape 2002R.
Wow.
Swear to God,
Wow.
bro. Swear to God.
Seriously.
Yeah.
That
That's
shoe
That's
came.
2020?
What?
Maybe 20.
2021.
What?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good. That
wasn't
shoe's garbage
significant.
anyway.
It wasn't
Wow.
significant, but like it was starting. Like, you know.
Okay. I'm just curious though. Like.
It shouldn't be doing any, like 0% should be occurring.
Oh no, it shouldn't be. That's
So
an
even
issue.
though it was just 7%, I don't want 7%. I need 0%.
Right.
You know?
Jesus.
Yeah.
So I've never had that happen to me before. We're in that situation. Have you had that situation before, Tim, where you had shoes separated?
Yeah, but not by like not just on its own. Like my KD6s have separated,
Okay.
but that's age.
Okay. So what did you do after Torres? Like what like you saw the separation, like did you like what was the thought that came to mind? Like do I go home?
Honestly, bro, just put them on goat.
Yeah, no, I mean, no, it's
really
very
don't.
small. I could fix it. It's pretty low maintenance. But it was just when like this sucks. It's super fixable, but like,
Mm-hmm.
why is this happening? Kind of thing.
Flapping.
Yeah,
Started talking to you?
it was whispering. All line. It was whispering. Started off with light sign language, but I remember one time I was walking around with my friend. I sold him a pair of vintage like 2004 Gucci shoes. Really nice. They were 11 and a half. Didn't fit me. I wanted to keep them. Couldn't.
Mhm.
Fit him. Gave him good price. He's wearing them out. He's got this whole like, it's like a Shein Gucci outfit. But it looked great. It looked great. And we're walking somewhere, and like I'm thinking, what's that word? What's that like story about the little crumbs you put on the floor?
Little
talking
crumbs. Talking about the reindeer.
It's like Rumpelstiltskin or something.
I have no idea what
You
you're
know what I'm talking about?
dude.
There's like a
I-
guy and a girl. They walk around and they just put
Jack and Jill.
maybe. That
No,
sounds...
they went up the hill. That's
They went up.
They went up there.
that's a different one.
I think there's something with like a candy house.
Or wait, are you talking about the story? I'm not familiar with the story, but then they like
Talk
you
about
leave
the
your
Wizard of
shoe out.
Oz?
Long story short, you leave a trail of something so someone could find you.
Okay.
Okay.
There's a little one of those
that person
stories
left-
about
All
it.
right.
Yeah. So I'm literally like it's Seth. You know, you guys know Seth.
Shout out
is.
to Seth.
Yeah, my guy. So I'm like, what are you doing? I knew it at the time. I'm like, are you? Da-da-da? He's like, what are you talking about? Turns around and we see this like trail. I'm like, what the hell is it? And then I'm like, oh. I look at his shoe. The heels are just gone. It looked like two
Oh.
baby sharks just bit a chunk of his midsole. Yeah. Swear to God. And he doesn't care about shoes, so he literally bought tape at like CVS, just did some surgery.
Oh my
Can't even
goodness.
notice. And I'm like, I can notice. I can notice very
genuinely
well.
notice.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
What shoe was this though?
This
It was the
like,
Gucci-
the Gucci shoe.
The
Yeah.
Gucci shoes. Oh my
It
lord.
was from the foreclosed house escapade where I've got like 40 something shoes.
I remember that story. Oh dear God.
Yeah. I got a lot of Gucci shoes actually, a couple Pradas and stuff like that. so-
Torres buys by the bulk.
I need the America's Cup.
Yeah, same.
That's a nice shoe.
I gave it to my dad. This guy went running in them. I swear to
Life
God.
flex. Life
Of
flex.
course, your dad would do that.
And I'm like that. Like I know the shoe's used. Like this is a really like significant gift I'm giving you right now. It's a Prada shoe, and he's like Prada. You know, like he don't care. And I'm just like, why are you doing this to me?
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
My dad's something, man.
That's funny.
But yeah.
Oh, can I share a story, guys, that happened last weekend?
Of course, brother. Come on, put it.
So I was out in the city last weekend, and
Hold on, Kyle. Before you start,
Yes.
what would you do if we said no? You can't share the story.
All right. What's the sneaker of the week? I'll be like, all right. What's the sneaker of the week, guys?
Takes the camera, walks out the door, shuts it. Continue. What was your story?
Oh no. So last weekend was in the city. I was finishing up a run for a long run, and
How long is a long run?
how long is the last week was 11 miles.
Disgusting.
Yeah, 11 miles. We're getting ready for a race in 3 weeks, so
Yeah.
we're getting ready for it.
It's like almost a half marathon for no reason.
Well, I'm running half marathon,
It's
so we're
called-
getting comfortable.
Can we go running one day? Can you?
You want to go run with me?
Yeah,
Let's fucking do it.
I'll do 11 miles.
I love how you said. Are you? I'm not running for nothing.
Tim, you want to come on the bike? Tim will hop on the bike.
I'll be in the car.
Tim will start camping at District 1. He's like, all right, you guys go for the run. I'm just going to get right here. Just get me a sandwich on the way back.
I'm freaking dead. Yeah, no, let's do it one day. We can do it one day.
Let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
it. Continue.
You shake on that.
No, I'm serious.
All right,
I need
perfect.
you to are you like a slow pace kind of guy?
I'm a slow pace type of guy.
Perfect.
I enjoy. It's a fun pace.
Word.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I finished up the run, and I was walking to my car parked in Soho, and I walked by ALD,
Mhm.
and there was no line, and I was just like, yo, this is crazy. Sunday, no line at ALD. I want to go in, go check it out. Maybe I'll buy something. Woman's at the door, and I was like, hey, can I come in? And she goes, no, we have a wait. And I'm like, what do you mean a wait? And she goes, you have to go into a queue system.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what do you mean? Like, you gotta take down like my name, my
What do you-
number?
What do you mean I pre-carded?
No, seriously. So like, I was just like, how long is the wait? And she goes, 1 hour. I was just like, nope, I'll see you later. And I walked away, and I was
Yeah,
just
but
like,
when was the last time you went?
bro, the last time we went to ALD was when all three of us went.
Okay, I went after that, and yeah, they put your name down,
Okay.
using your phone number, and they call you back.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
What is this, Chili's?
Welcome to Chili's. Yeah, they started doing that. I mean, some days it's not bad, but like obviously, like
Yeah.
Sunday it's gonna be pretty.
Yeah, I was in a state of shock, man. Like, I was just like, 1 hour?
Yeah, 1 hour is kind of diabolical.
Yeah, and oh man.
Go
You know,
for it.
me just chatting as per usual.
Go for it.
You know, when I look at like what ALD is, right? I'm thinking, okay, to their core, they're a streetwear brand.
Yes.
Their absolute core. So now
Yeah.
dissecting what streetwear is, it's essentially the crossroads of street style and high fashion. What can you make out of it? But I think like the beauty was that yes, it was a cross, but it was like a 70-30 split of like, what everyday people were wearing with incorporating these things that celebrities are tying in, but we can only afford the scarf or the sock, you
Hmm.
know? So that's like what made streetwear really cool. But I think now it's like switched over to the other 70-30 split. Because I say this all the time. Last time I went into ALD, I hated it.
Hmm.
Like, I'm a sneaker guy. Like, to go in there and you smell fresh espresso and jazz music, like it's cool, but like sneakers isn't a library environment. Do you know what I mean?
That's
Like,
fair.
and then we waited for 45 freaking minutes and we got 9 guys just talking about like 50-year-old men talking about high school days. Get out. I'm trying to actually shop.
Yeah.
Like just the everything about that experience I despised.
Right.
I really did not like.
Hmm.
And like just oh god, where things are headed, like everything needs to be
Yo,
perpendicular and straightened and everything's so perfect. That's just not what we're doing,
he's been holding on to this for about a year and a half. You've never said this before.
I've never said this before.
No.
Really?
Torres let me know about 5 times about that
I
damn
feel
trip.
I feel like I said this
He's
a
let
lot.
me know.
Yeah, yeah, man. Like, and I'm an outside looking in. I was never really an ALD guy. The first couple New Balances came out. I wasn't a 550 guy. Didn't really agree with me. Then I started, hype beast I am. Started liking it. So I'm like, ALD, man, they got all these dope stuff. Like, worry, let's see it. Then I see these beautiful wooden doors. What the hell is happening? Like, what the hell is happening? Like, it's not cool.
Hmm.
It's not like my mother would have loved it. That's not what I want.
I don't know. I feel like the experience. I mean, I think we're different like shoppers. Like I went in there and I'm like, yeah, no, this is chill. Like
Hmm.
But
I don't like talking to people when I shop.
okay,
I
so
just want to go up to the associate, say, "Can you help me grab this, please?" And then I want to leave. I don't
Hmm.
really need any exquisite experience.
let
Right.
me. The environment that is presented to you when you walk into Kith. What do you think of that?
Guess is almost the same exact thing to me. Like not from an ambiance, but from the environment of like how the employees conduct themselves. It's the same exact thing.
Well, it's not, I'm not even talking about the employees. I don't think I talked to one employee besides when they told us to get out of the back. Um, it's the jazz music. It's the amber lighting. It's the espresso beans smell. It's the everyone wearing scarves and crossing their legs. Like
Well, that's what ALD is, bro.
I just, but like,
Kith and ALD are two different brands.
but
Like
okay,
they're
where do they start? Like you saw them inside of everyday shops.
I remember, and I'm kicking it, like old school, when they were on Mott Street, in like a store that was as big as this room. Like what they sold and what they engineered was like streetwear. Like like you had like the sweatshirts, you had the sweatpants, you had the denim, you had a lot of stuff that we like to wear. And now I can't get mad at ALD for like what they're putting out because they want to grow as a brand. And that's how I see it as.
What was
wait,
it like when you went in there?
where's Teddy from?
Teddy's from Queens.
Really?
He is
Okay.
from Queens. He's a Queens guy. So, I got excited when like ALD put out the uniform project. Like, when all the stuff was like uniform, the sweatpants, the sweat shorts, like they don't even do that anymore. They just put it within the whole
Yeah.
collection. And like I don't know, I just can't relate. That's my biggest thing. I can't relate with the brand anymore.
I can say I do think that they sort of changed the game when it comes to how lookbooks are presented.
They're A1. They're the best.
Like there was a time when like no one was doing it like them.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like when they came out, like it was almost like a movie. Like watching it, like
Yeah.
whoa, like look at
Mhm.
this. And then you get cameos from like these random people, and it's like everyone's suited and booed and then Action Bronson. It's just like, but like, what was that? What was the experience like when you went to Mott Street? Was it
Mott Street. It was on Mott Street. I thought it was cool, man. It was a vibe.
similar jazz coffee?
Nah, yo, what was wild? You knew it wasn't like that. I remember there was no like storefront or anything. It was just really chill, really laid back. And the how you knew it was ALD, they had a OG Air Jordan 4 hung up on the wire and
Mm.
also the ones.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and it was cool.
Did we go to the? I think I've been to the Mott Street location, and, and then I think I've been there.
I mean, regardless, though, like
I think we went there one time.
Do you see how cool this is?
I thought it was cool.
Like just saying it out loud. This
Yeah.
is cool stuff.
Yeah.
Like, bro, what did we walk into? Like, there was just like old basketballs there, and like that doesn't fit the story that they're trying to tell. Like, if they want to take this route of like older, gyms and like Rucker Park kind of feeling, or like basement gyms out of nowhere.
They just shifted. That's all
Yeah.
it is, honestly.
Yeah.
Like it's very. Let's be real. It's very rare that a brand like constantly stays the same, and like and succeeds. Like for example, the shirt you have on, the hundreds, they've stayed the same. Their popularity has plummeted.
What about Supreme?
Supreme has kind of changed. I
How
think
so?
Supreme has changed.
How do you think?
In terms of like they kind of just like pander.
Hey Siri, what is Panda?
It just means like like here's something. Like Supreme has a lot of misses, let's be real.
Well, they got a lot of product.
Yeah.
Lot
That's
of
another
product,
thing.
Mm-hmm. Like, I don't know. I looked at the Supreme's website the other day, and like it makes me want to go buy a hat.
Yeah.
To be honest, like
Yeah.
I would like to buy a camp hat, but then I don't know if I told you guys this story, but the reason why I stopped buying Supreme was when a friend of mine's brother hit me up and was like, "Yo, Kyle, man, I know you into streetwear. Can you help me out get some Supreme?" The kid's 11 years old, and I said, "Nope, I'm getting a little too old for this. I'm getting a little too old for this. I'm be like, bro, I retired. I'm done."
But the cool thing is, even I go on their website today, and I'm like, there's always cool stuff, cool
Mm,
textures, cool
mhm.
materials, cool products. I mean, there's the stuff that are coming out soon, which is the Supreme Northface collab, which
Yeah. Let me correct myself. They don't pander, but they've like
But even
adjusted while like staying cool.
you
Like
think, okay, I think
yeah.
they've moved with the times, but stayed in their lane.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
'Cause
good.
I mean like let's like to me like they still miss very often.
They do, but like even something like the Supreme Northface collab that's about to come out, right?
Yeah.
It's like two halves of a jacket, you zip them together, horrendous. But
You think that's horrendous?
I think it's horrendous.
I think they're fire.
I think they're amazing.
They're pretty fire.
If you get
Who's gonna buy
two
it?
sets of jackets, you have 4 jackets.
Well,
Wait. Hold on. Let me do the math. I think you might have more than 4 jackets.
you
'Cause,
might
like, the
have more than
yeah,
four,
yeah.
yeah.
But you know what?
Eight,
Those
Right? 2 squared?
I don't think that's how it's working.
No? Okay.
I don't want to be a
It's 2
nerd, but it's
squared,
4 factorial.
4 factorial, which
That means 4 times 3 times 2 times 1.
yeah, we're done here. Let's just hang this one up. But like something like that, like that's so experimental.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's still like supreme. You know what I mean? Like, fuck it, let's just do it.
Mm-hmm.
True.
But they never
With,
miss
like,
with the
no
collabs
data
though.
backing.
Like they never miss with the North Face collabs though too.
The last
they-
North Face collab was beautiful.
Mm-hmm.
Like the suede.
Hmm.
I need that bag. I need the fucking bag.
Yeah.
God, I have never used duffel bags. Need the duffel bag. It's so nice.
Duffel bag boy.
Duffel bag boys.
I'm telling you, there's so many things. Like I don't want to sell drugs, but I think I'm gonna have to soon. Like a duffel bag?
Allegedly, he's going to have to
Allegedly,
allegedly sell
we're
drugs.
recording right now. We're on audio. He's not selling drugs.
Yes.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Now
Yeah.
you like can't because you kind of just outed yourself.
I can't.
Yeah.
You ever heard
Allegedly.
of hiding in plain sight? Yeah. See that?
Yeah. So Kyle, what's your sneaker of the week?
My sneaker of the
Oh
week.
God.
Our favorite topic of the week, sneaker of the week. So I saw this pair the other day. I actually really want it. It's the OTW Vans half cab with the Vibram sole.
Okay. Yeah, I
don't
know
if
exactly.
you guys
what
saw
you're
that. They
talking
had numerous colorways, but there was one. It was like a lime green and a forest green colorway. I think they just look sick.
about. I know you're a guy of comfort. You think that shoe's gonna agree with your foot?
You know what's funny? In early 2000s, I did wear a lot of Vans, and I did like the half cabs. So I think it'll be good with my feet.
Fair enough. I know you.
got it. You got
Yo, just pull out your phone. Pull out your phone. Start researching.
Pull out my phone. I already got mine.
Mine is on the table.
Ooh.
Keisha Blue 990 V3. Yo, actually I'm gonna put you guys on game right now. So, if you ever have too many bags at the airport, or you know your bag's gonna be overweight, just show up late. I promise you.
I believe that.
it happens. I've done it. I've done it 2 times so far.
This sounds like a horrendous idea.
No. It's perfect. You show up late.
Wait, show up late to boarding or?
Like you show up late to like checking in your bag. Like so you only have like an hour to check in your bag before the flight takes off. So let's say your flight's 5:30. You check in your bag at 4:30ish. They have to take your bag. They're more concerned about you getting on the flight than like actually the weight of your bag. So I wasn't like I had too many bags. I had like a bunch of stuff coming back from Chicago. And then they're like, "Sir, you have too many bags." I'm like, "Dog, my flight leaves in 45 minutes." They're like, "You know what? Just go." I was like, "Thank you."
Hmm.
Just for, like if you ever go shopping, like just plan a trip going shopping, like you can come back with all that stuff, trust me.
I will never run that risk.
It's worth it.
It's just not me. I don't live life on the edge.
Okay, fair enough.
When it comes to that.
I could never do that. Like, no. You just stressed me out just listening to that. Swear to God. I'm gonna be one of those dads that wants to like show up. I'm not gonna be a dad. I'm so sorry.
Oh my
Um,
god.
I will be one of those older gentlemen that show up 9 hours early to the airport.
You're one of those?
Yeah.
Okay.
I just don't want to,
I'll
that
I'll
guy.
I'll do that if like I'm not like shopping or if I just know my bag's gonna be underweight.
How
Like,
much
don't-
do those go for?
About $1,000.
Wild. Do you think it's worth $1,000?
No.
Moolah.
I'm not gonna lie, that's a really nice blue.
It's a very nice blue.
Kyle, do you still want those?
He said what had happened was
We'll talk off camera. We'll talk off camera.
that would be kind of cool. A little live negotiation segment. Nope, not cool. I
Well,
didn't
well,
like
well.
it
Me
either.
and Tim talked off camera about what he should do with them.
Yeah, I gotta take it for a quote.
End world
yeah.
hunger with all that money. You guys could just give me like a light chuckle. God,
I'm giving
Yo,
you. I'm supporting
He
you.
chuckled. I'll never chuckle.
I'm always supporting you, Torres.
you're right.
He's
man.
a D1 supporter. I'm a D1 hater, bro.
Yeah.
So what's your
My
sneaker?
sneaker of the
Yeah.
week is tying back to my constant theme of shoes coming back out when they shouldn't. LeBron 4 Fruity Pebble.
That's a nice shoe.
Ooh.
Is it?
You're not
like
gonna
it.
buy it.
I'm not gonna buy it.
Yeah, because
I
think
bought
it's
that dumbass brick already.
Like,
Like not a brick in the
literally
sense
a
of like a
brick.
reseller. It's not a it's a freaking brick.
Mm-hmm.
Man, God, I got so excited. Like LeBron 4 restock, boom, purchased. He can't wear that. It's a 16-pound shoe. The fact that he ran up and down a court in that, really, wow, that's
Impressive.
impressive.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then the Fruity Pebbles, like you're just tarnishing legacies at this point. This is an all-time shoe, and you're just gonna make 7 million of them.
Yeah, it's
How many
Yeah.
do you think? 18, 19 people are gonna buy them in total?
yeah, it's
Yeah.
different. It's different than like, cause like LeBrons are specific. Like that's one shoe that's genuinely made for one person,
Yeah.
Yes.
and then like KD4 Galaxy comes
I
out.
love
Everyone,
that take. I love that take right there.
yeah, like it's
Mhm.
genuinely
Yeah.
like no one else should really be wearing LeBrons.
Yeah.
Other than the 20 and the 21.
Agreed.
Correct.
Yeah.
I agree.
But thankfully, like the 10, I actually got the Prism in hand. The 10, that's like the colorful one.
Wait, I thought you got it already.
Yeah, I already got it, but like I had to bring it back from Chicago.
You didn't bring it initially?
Nah.
This guy's worldwide, man.
Mr. Worldwide.
The only guy that has offshore sneaker collections for tax purposes.
Does he have a what's called a storage box? You have a storage box in
Imagine.
Chicago?
No.
No, it's in like Barbados.
Just the homies crew. Just the homies crew.
Is it no, Bermuda? What's the Cayman Islands?
The Cayman Island.
I want
There
to
you
go there.
I got a closet in the Cayman Islands.
But yeah, like that's the only exception because like I feel like that shoe's a lifestyle like wear.
No, I think if you go like, there's a sweet spot. Like if you're going LeBron 7, 8, 9, 10, those are good shoes.
Mhm.
You can get your wears.
Correct. Mhm.
Specifically the 9.
Yep.
Big Bang 9, need that. I'll probably buy it Friday. First paycheck's coming in. We're going crazy. But
Please don't go crazy.
Nah, go crazy, bro. You only live once.
YOLO. Honestly, I gotta cover some credit card bills. But
It's not funny because like I feel like this always happens where we talk about sneaker of the week or whatever. Let me just keep yapping.
yeah.
That's valid. That's valid.
Hashtag double knotted.
Because we always talk about
Literally.
sneakers. But if you made it this far in today's episode, I do want to thank you for tapping in. Till next time, I'm your host, Kyle Enriquez.
Anthony Torres.
We'll catch y'all.
Wait.
Oh, wait. Oh, my bad.
Man.
I'm so
oh
sorry.
my gosh.
Tim Odolaja, aka Jordan Poole. We'll catch y'all later.
The shooter.
Peace.